guy. I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of the talking anyways, just because
Let
I always do.
Turkey Dan explain it, since no one can see him.
I literally don't know what the rules are.
Wow.
You just sent me to
Dan-
battle.
Wow.
Dan
Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for coming. You know what? Just thanks for being here. Like, couldn't get a camera, doesn't know the rules. Like, goddamn, man. Like,
I just play and I win games, man.
Dan just shows up and beats people.
I just
That's
show
why he's
up.
on our roster.
We
We just have like, so it's actually kind of funny because we just have consistently like a fourth person rotating in and out. Like it's always been me, H Jackson, Prinef. But like first we had Debaser, and then we had Marauder, and then we had Turkey Dano. So it's like we just have like random GMs like swapping in for our fourth spot, and it's like here I am, like
Fuck it.
a lowly plat player, like.
I'd forgotten that we had Debaser last year. He built Banshees a lot, and sometimes he had good players with them. I don't know.
And often lost to bad players.
Yeah, I'm not convinced he was good, but he had to cloak Banshees, and people apparently are bad against those.
I mean, you have cannons, and people are fairly bad against those.
Yeah,
so.
I know, right?
That's the thing with cannons, though. It's like, you know it's coming, but can he defend it? And then can he defend my follow-up?
Yeah. Debaser, just like people didn't know him, so they just died to one base cloak Banshee.
God damn it. It's like double Raven builds now. It's like you just lost. Like, don't know how to play that? Like, okay, well, you lose. Fuck, that sucks. All right, guys.
This was a fun.
Okay, we're live now, so I'll go ahead and I'll get us going here. Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Toast Talks. With me here, I have a couple of awesome college players here, a couple of college athletes, if you will. I have H-Jax, Print F, Rookwood, and Turkey Dan, being represented by Kramer down at the bottom. How you boys doing?
Doing good.
Good. Yeah.
Just enjoying a Friday night.
Right, talking on a StarCraft 2 talk show, just living it up.
Yes.
I mean,
No, it's
Finish
not-
finals.
I mean, we are drinking, so I mean, it's not
Yeah.
completely boring. So yeah, if you guys don't know, this is the UCONN CSL team. If you don't know what CSL is, it's the College Star League, which is basically like the esports of the NCAA. So it's like college esports league is basically what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys play for UConn, which is Connecticut. What is the? It's the Huskies, right? Connecticut. It's the Huskies. UConn Huskies.
Yeah, UConn Huskies.
The Huskies.
Yep.
That's right. All right. Now these guys have been playing really fucking good, and they're actually going to the finals in Toronto. Well, don't laugh. I mean, you have been doing good. I mean, you're going to the finals.
They've been playing pretty well. I'm like fucking gold league.
You're the glue of this team. I can tell already, Rookwood. Like you're just
Yeah, he
like
holds the 2v2 together.
You're the no regret.
He's the one that got me to do the show. He's just like, hey, do you want to have like this? He asked me as a joke. He's like, yeah, you should have the CSL team on. That'd be a cool.
And you were like, oh wait, I should actually probably
I was like,
do this.
I'm like, yeah, actually, like you're right, man. That is a good idea. Like I should have done that a long time ago. Like fucking, thank you. So your meme turned into the dream, really.
I don't let my memes be dreams.
Dude, you make them come true.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, you guys have been kicking ass. So you guys took down what colleges Pokemon you play for? RIT, right? RIT.
RIT, yeah.
RIT, yeah.
Rip.
Rip RIT. And then so yeah, you guys are actually going to Toronto, right? When do you guys leave? When is the flight, or when is
A week from this
Thursday.
Thursday.
We leave on May 11th. We have our own
Or a
flight
week from
patterns.
yesterday.
Actually, oh yeah, a week from yesterday. It's actually kind of a funny story. So CSL contacted us about plane tickets, and we gave them all of our flight information and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually got a little error on our plane ticket because Dan's name is so long. And so it actually caused an error with like American Airlines or something. So we had to like give him another name. But it was kind of funny because his name is so long.
his name's not even that long?
Well,
You
Have
haven't
you
seen
seen
my
the
name?
rest of it?
have you seen the rest of it? Like,
What's your full name?
Daniel Salles de Freitas Ramense Fernandes. I have to say it in Portuguese, or else it sounds weird. Yeah.
All right, you're right. That is a ridiculously long name, I guess. Time to change it, man. Like just go with Turkey Dan.
change the
Hey,
name.
they asked me for like the one on my passport, so I was like, well,
That is the one on the passport.
that's what's on there, man.
Oh
Like,
my god. Well, so it's figured out now, though, right? Like we don't have to worry about this.
Yeah, we have flights in theory. They told us we
Yeah.
have flights.
Do we have hotels like on the other?
They told us that we're going to have a hotel.
Great.
Oh.
They haven't told us what it is yet.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We asked for like what the accommodations were going to be once we landed, or at least I did, and then they responded saying that we will give you like a full like accommodations itinerary and things like that the closer we get to the event. So it seems like they're just starting to look at like travel stuff right now.
That seems pretty last minute. I'll be honest with you. It seems like
Yeah.
this
I mean,
I agree.
should have been done like a month
Yeah.
ago. It's always nice to
Yeah.
know. That's I don't know, for me. Like when I planned like the trip to Austin, like I had everything like set, like I had the B&B book like I don't know, like 4 months before the event.
you're going to be a great dad.
Well, here's the thing. It was like $65 a night, which is pretty good, right? Like we got the whole upstairs to ourselves. It was 2 rooms, and this dude's like really nice house, so it was cool. I was checking B&B prices for like once we were there for like just seeing what they were at, 120, 150 a night. I'm like, fuck that. Like, you gotta be on top of that kind of stuff. You gotta the deals don't last forever. But I digress. So you beat Rit. And then you guys are headed up to Toronto. Now, the first team you're going to take on in Toronto is Temple.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, Temple really only has one really scary player, really, right?
I mean, they're 2 GMs. Like
okay.
Rob's a GM.
Tesla.
Rob's there.
Tesla.
Rob's there.
Half the time he's top 50. The other half the time he's like top 200.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
forget about Rob, though. Like, I feel like
He's good.
I feel like
He's good.
No, I'm not saying he's not good. I just feel like he doesn't do enough. Like,
He goes up and down.
I don't see his name often enough, like with Rays and stuff. So obviously, their other players, Rays, Jay the Whip Whipple.
Yes, he's scary.
Jay's scary.
He's stone cold, man. Like, you have no idea. Like, I met him in person. Like, I thought he was gonna kill me. Just like I made eye contact and he like locked eyes with me. It was scary. So don't look him in the eye.
Oh, I've met Jay more than once.
We've met
person.
Rays multiple times.
Don't look him in the eye. Okay, so Rays, Rob, and then who are the other 2 players?
Who knows?
Heartbeat and Centaurwa.
I'm sorry, what was it?
Heartbeat.
Herpes?
Heartbeat.
Oh,
Heartbeat.
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 I apologize. I could not hear the phonetics on that. So Heartbeat, got it. All right.
And Centaurwa, who's like a Masters Terran, I think.
Master. That's not bad.
That's,
He's not
their
terrible,
2v2 team.
but
Yeah.
Centaurwa and Heartbeat are the people that Dan and I are going to be going up against most likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know, and then now, guys, this has like a different lineup here. So can one of you guys explain how it is, like how it's like the 2 1v1s? You want to explain how the scoring's done?
Kevin, can you explain like the technical side of it, and I'll just explain like.
All right.
General.
So it's a best of 5.
Mhm.
The first 2 matches are 1v1s, and they have to have unique players. The third match is a 2v2 that can't have any players that were in the 1v1s.
Right.
So in the first 3 matches, you have to use 4 unique players. However, in the Archon, which is the 4th match, and the Ace, which it goes to if it's tied 2-2, you can reuse players from the previous sets with the rule that no player can play more than 2 times. So, for instance, I can play a 1v1 and an Archon, but I can't play the Ace.
Right.
Yeah. So essentially, it's structured so that one player can't carry the whole team. It's like that's one of the reasons that we beat RIT. Like you mentioned earlier, like RIT has Poke Bunny, who's better than our entire roster, but it's structured so that he can't just carry the whole team. All the teams in top 4 right now have at least 2 players that are like really strong individually, and then they have a good roster around them that like can support them. For example, for our team, we have 2 really strong Grandmasters players with H. Jackson Pranav, and we have another Grandmasters player with Turkey Dano, and then there's I'm here as well. So like we can 2v2, we can 2v2, but like we have like 2 1v1s that are really strong as well.
Got it. So what is the general game plan then heading into Toronto? Do you know like right away who they're playing? Like, is that laid out, or is it like a spur of the moment thing? Like both teams find out at the same time?
So generally you submit your lineups on the site like a week before the match or a few days before the match. But I don't actually know how we're submitting our lineups. So technically I'm the coordinator for UConn, so I'm in charge of lineups, and I think Raze is the coordinator for Temple. So I don't know if they're going to ask us for our lineups like once we get there, or if we're supposed to do it ahead of time. They haven't really said anything. I just know it doesn't seem to be asking me to put them into the site, so I haven't done it yet.
Are the maps available?
Yeah, I know the maps.
Okay.
What's the map pool?
Old map pool.
It's last season's map pool. I can find the exact maps if you want.
Last season is when like CSL started, so it like they just didn't change the maps because it would.
No, CSL was going the season before. They just switched maps over winter break.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like it started with the last map pool, so.
Okay. So what? And then how do you veto the maps? Like, how does that work?
There's no vetoes.
They're
just,
assigned.
Play it. Okay.
Yeah.
So they'll be like the first 1v1 is on this map, the second 1v1 is on that map. So then we assign our players to the maps based on who's comfortable on what map.
Okay. I guess that's a little strange that they're like you don't get to pick the map pool, or not the map pool, but you don't get to ban maps basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little
Yeah, no. We just
I think
kind
that
of
would make more sense.
yeah. So there was actually kind of a problem with it before winter break. So they for some reason they really liked Dasan Station. Dasan Station was in almost every single week's map pool, and no one likes to play on that map. So we just kept having to like feed players into Dasan Station because it's a terrible map.
Right?
Yeah. But like for some reason they just kept using it.
It can also favor teams with two strong players of different races, because maps usually favor one race over another.
Right.
Sucks for us.
Yeah. We're Team Protoss.
Team Protoss.
Protoss.
Well, I mean I don't know, but you just have to be creative, I guess. Like, there's enough creative things you can do with Protoss. I mean, Prnef, you do.
You can cannon rush.
So
or you
creative.
can cannon rush.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. We have two Protoss players on the team. Dylan doesn't play Protoss. He plays cannons.
You play cannon. Yeah.
Sometimes he'll make Protoss units that aren't cannons, but
If he has to.
Yeah.
If the situation requires it, he might make an immortal.
God
He's
forbid it's a
unwilling,
Nexus.
but, yeah.
God forbid it's a Nexus.
No.
What's the general thought on that? Like, I mean, obviously everyone knows like you for doing these cannon rushes and doing these like into like immortals or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they like is it just kind of like I said, like they know it's coming, but can they beat it? Because you have like different variations, like on everything on every map, like in different like pretty much everything. Because sometimes like you do like a contain, sometimes like you do it like up in the top. Like I mean, I've seen you do them like a bunch of different ways.
Yeah, I usually have like plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, and if the plan D fails, I just improvise something.
Yeah. Well, I remember I saw you when Pig had you on for during the dailies, and he was kind of like analyzing, like the different things you were doing and stuff, and it was actually really interesting. It's like super technical actually, like just because it seems like super easy, it's like it's not. Like if anything, it's almost like playing to a disadvantage because it's like they know it's coming, so you have to be like very precise with control, with placements. Like you can't really be off with anything.
Yeah, you have to get everything like on the correct square.
What's the hardest thing about like that strategy for you?
Hey, Terran.
Terran,
they just lift off and go away.
They just wall
because
and, yeah.
Wall in too.
Marines and repair both need nerf. They need to increase bunker build time. Really,
Bunker
is the
build
issue.
time? Welcome to this episode of State of the Game, where we're going to talk about bunker build times.
I guess the hardest thing is just keeping probes alive and productive.
Ignore him.
Because people often like to try and kill workers, and so you have to keep both of them alive. And keeping them alive isn't too hard, but you have to make sure they're being useful as well as alive. So, like, if they're running around in a circle alive in the middle of nowhere, that's not helpful.
Right.
So you have to get them to be where you need a structure rebuilt at the time you need the structure without, like, getting it killed. And that's fairly complicated.
And then, do you guys want to talk about like HX? What is your general style like when you play? Like, don't get without obviously giving anything away. But what's your general play style?
Macro, like I'm pretty by the book standard for the most part. Like sometimes I'll all in or like prepare a build. Like I prepared a Void Ray all in for Poke Bunny, which went horribly by the way. Don't watch that game.
If you want to watch something that gives you an idea of HJax's playstyle, you could always watch the video posted to the rival Discord.
Oh my god.
Is that the Super Saiyan HJax?
That is the Super Saiyan HJax video.
That's my favorite. It's my favorite.
I'm
video.
only like particularly good. So Rookwood made this video, and it basically highlights all these good players I've beaten, but they're all Zergs. Every single player in that video is a Zerg.
So you're only so PvZ is your best matchup.
Oh yeah, by a mile.
So you just build the depths.
MDTs and Archons. I drop them in the base.
And
then those
Disruptors.
guys. And
Disruptors,
Disruptors, yeah.
Yeah, HJax though is basically mini Neeb.
Praise
Yeah,
the sun.
for the most part, I try to play like Neeb. Like, he's my favorite pro. I don't know. I can't pull off the Phoenix Adept stuff he does for the most part. I've tried
That's
it.
Dan.
It's really hard. Neeb's so
hard.
good at it.
Play it like Neeb. That's a pretty tall order.
I mean, I just got a bunch more replays from Austin, so I'm gonna go study those.
That's true. Does one of you guys want to link the Super Saiyan video in the rival?
Oh boy, do I! Oh, I'm actually not at my computer right now. The video was
I'll find
actually
it.
made
Sorry.
in this very room. I'm actually at a friend's place right now. I'm sure HJax and/or Pernef can.
One of you guys can, and then I'll be more than happy to post that into the chat for everyone to
Yeah, absolutely.
to take a gander at. All right. Well, Rookwood, why don't you talk about like kind of your playstyle? So obviously, you kind of mentioned like you're in platinum, right? You're a platinum.
I'm
Playstyle, diamond.
basically I'm a Diamond 2 player, but the first time I actually played 1v1s, like I've just been studying and like playing Overwatch, and so the first time I actually did 1v1s for about 6 or 8 months was like probably like last week, sometime this week, because I finished exams up. And I placed Diamond 3, and then I got promoted to Diamond 2 after like a 4-game win streak. So I'm actually feeling pretty confident. I thought I was going to be a little bit worse than that.
Nice.
But I think trying to keep up with Dan has actually really improved me, because you know how like you always like try and like play like you might get into your head to like start playing at the level of your opponent instead of playing above the level.
Yeah.
Like I think like when I play with I don't know if anyone saw my 1v1 against Jon Snow, but
Was that the
I
6 or 12
I
jump or
12
whatever?
full drone pulled him and built 3 spines in his base, and then he just killed me, and I was like, oh, but it was really awkward. But he's just like, playing with Dan has really improved my playstyle. I'm a Zerg player. I like to build a lot of drones. I love the macro play. I think that the drone is probably the best Zerg unit. No, I'm serious. I think that it just opens up a lot of doors for you having so much money, and I think that towing the line between how many drones that you can fit in is a really Ren style to play. But I think it can be super powerful if you can like sort of play it well. I can't play it well because I'm a Diamond player, but basically what I've been doing with Dan this year is building a lot of roaches and building a lot of ravagers, and then just killing people with them. I usually defend our base while Dan does some cheeky BS, and then we just go across the map and get ladder points. It's essentially how it works.
So is it typically you and Dan then do the 2v2 match? That's like the standard.
Yeah, it's been,
I don't think we would be afraid to put in like depending on what our roster is going to look like. I don't think we would be afraid to put in another player in the 2v2. But I think Dan and I have had really good chemistry this year, and I think that's one of the reasons that we're a strong 2v2 team.
I think the only time we didn't run you two in the 2v2 was when we put me in it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you did a cannon rush to contain both of them.
No, I
We
played
played
random.
random.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So
Because you can't have 2 players of the same race in 2v2, and I was replacing Rookwood.
got it. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I was gonna say if they make like force you to play random.
It should be
okay.
it should be noted that we put him in because I was the lamb to the slaughter for that match.
Oh, okay.
He was up
Wait.
against Semper.
Oh yeah.
That was that. Okay, got it.
It went overwhelmingly positive for the team.
He blind drone rushed on a 4-player map and went to the wrong village.
Okay, in my defense, I said, I was like, RN Jesus guide me, right? And then I went and like I went to a adjacent base, and so in the chat, Raze said only like if you don't go cross spawn, you're a bitch. And so I didn't go cross spawn. I wasn't like looking at the chat at the time, but I didn't go cross spawn. But I was thinking about it, and then he ended up being cross spawn, and I was like, oh, this could have gone less embarrassingly. Like,
No, it would have been exactly the same.
Yeah, I don't
no,
think
the
it
result would
would've
have been the same, but at least I would have looked like a god. At least he could have called him a hacker, right?
Yep, exactly. Then they could have disputed it.
Yeah, because Semper is the BM kind of guy who would call you a map hacker
After winning.
Man.
after winning.
He would have to A-move his SCVs.
Wait, no. The only way he could call map hacks is if he was hacking, because he wouldn't know where you spawned.
True. So, Rookwood, I think you should watch some Bly games. I think you should play like a Bly style at your level. If you're gonna have to take on like masters
That's a
and
good
up players, you should study Bly and like do very very weird things like he does.
I'm just gonna let Dan carry me and go on playing Overwatch.
I'm saying like if you have to play the 1v1s.
Yeah. I definitely do want to improve at this game. Honestly, I have a lot of passion for StarCraft. I have really bad ladder anxiety. I'm like really like nervous to play 1v1s, as like embarrassing as that is to say, but I love this game a lot, and like if I could go on a rant, I'm not going to do that right now because this is a CSL interview, but I think this is just a really fantastic game, and everywhere I go I always talk about how fantastic it is, like to a fault pretty much. Like I'll talk to random people about StarCraft, and
how does that
I love this
turn
game,
out for you?
so. You know, people now know me as the StarCraft guy, so you know that's a reputation to have.
They're like, don't get him going on StarCraft, man. He won't stop.
Yeah, I'll just like, don't get me started. Like,
right.
But I should have a sticker on my laptop that says "I heart StarCraft."
So some people made the mistake of being like, "What's StarCraft?" And then you're like, "Let me tell you. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Day9, okay?" And then
rest in peace, man. Oh
dude,
man,
died in that car accident.
It was actually Husky StarCraft's birthday the other day.
Rip. I know.
Yeah.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
The 1800 fucking upvotes on Reddit for a guy that doesn't do anything in our community anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not salty.
I don't know.
I'm not salty.
Some people get really upset that he left without saying goodbye, but like, I don't know. He made good content while he's here. Like,
I don't.
He doesn't need to be hated.
I don't actually care, to be honest. Like, no, like not like in a negative way. Like, it's just like it is what it is. Like that's how I view like old content creators. I'm like, well, you know, they got bored with it or whatever or changed. Like that's what it is. Like everyone knows, like I'm not the biggest No Regret fan, and like I know that they just like launched like their Patreon and stuff, and it's just like, well, good luck to you. Like it can't like, it is what it is. I guess like I don't know. like that's the thing. Like I wish them all the luck. I know a lot of people like it. I don't happen to be one of them.
Yeah,
but that's okay. Yeah. That's okay. Everyone's got their own opinions. Okay, so let's talk to Turkey Dan. Turkey Dan, let's talk about your playstyle.
So
as I'm looking at
I'm really far and up and down in my playstyle. Like I can play like really really cheesy, and sometimes I'll play like an actual macro game. And it can surprise people that have played me like multiple times. I'll cheese them like twice in a row, and then they'll be like, "Oh, this guy's just a cheeser," and then I'll play like a macro game, which is like the cheesiest thing I can do. So
yeah, it just throws them off.
So I feel like that's a really strong way to like play because it's less, you know, you don't know what to expect. So that's how I like to play.
So when you and Rookwood are playing in your 2v2s, like what is your guys' general?
Well, in 2v2 I change it up because I feel like my macro is just stronger than most of the other 2v2 players in CSL.
Okay.
So our goal is always just to like survive the initial all-in if they try to all-in us.
Yeah, we always feel like
macro. Yeah.
We always feel like we're gonna get all-in, and so basically we just
at least half the time you do.
Yeah, that's an accurate like feeling. Like most 2v2 teams in CSL just try to kill you immediately. So
it should be noted that Dan and I haven't lost a 2v2 game yet.
Ooh. Dan hasn't lost a game yet.
You should find
since joining our CSL team.
You should find some wood quick and knock on it, because that's like not something you see before like the finals. Like,
wait,
we've never lost.
Rookwood. I'm Rookwood. Like I can knock on it.
There we go.
I'm not gonna lose.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna go the entire season undefeated.
Nice. That'd be awesome.
Shax and I that are gonna lose.
Got it. Okay, so again, you guys are going up against Temple, so Raze and Tesla, and the other two dudes. Do you have like a general plan, or is it just kind of wing it?
Well, so here's the thing. So, like we said earlier, one player can't carry.
Right.
So technically, even if Raze wins all of his games,
they could still lose.
We can still win the match.
Right.
So we just have to beat Tesla twice and win the 2v2.
So our plan is that Tesla plays poorly.
Something like that. Like the like we're praying that we somehow beat Tesla twice.
You're like
Yeah, we
praying
can
that
all beat him, so, you know. Like,
you're praying he like gets the flu and like is sick while he's playing and like just playing very poorly.
Well, here's the thing. Our flight on Thursday is quite early in the morning, so we're
6
going to be
a.m.
tired. But maybe Tesla's condition is going to be even worse than that. You know?
Maybe Tesla has to walk there. Is
Maybe
basically
a
what-
Maybe he
meteor
has to
comes
walk.
down from the sky and hits him while we play, and like that would be fantastic if that happened.
Rip.
So the thing about Tesla is he's a really good player, but like I feel like some days he just doesn't play that well. I'm not really sure why, if it's like a mindset thing or something, but some days he plays like a top like 30 GM, and some days he plays like a rank 130 GM. And it's hard to tell what Tesla you're gonna get that day. So we're kind of hoping that just Tesla's in like one of his weaker periods, because when he's good, he's crazy good.
Got
Yeah.
it.
It should be noted, however, that no matter who wins our match, they will most likely that will be the second place match.
Yeah.
Yes,
Essentially.
this is the second place match.
Right. So going into, thank you for the host, Jane. Appreciate it.
Was it Scorpion?
Yeah,
Oh, thanks, Jane.
that's why I said thanks, Jane. Fair
Well, no, no, it is like I don't know how many Janes there are. In the
seconds for a show on the stream.
enough. Okay, so you guys are playing Temple first. So if you beat Temple, then we have the other two teams, which are Waterloo, which for the most part doesn't really have any notable players, right? I mean, they're not we're not saying they're bad. They're just not they're not known.
They're top four. Like if you're top four,
still good.
like yeah,
Yeah, they have 2 GM players, but they don't have 2 like WCS Challenger players like Montreal has.
We
Right.
don't
So-
have 3 GMs like we have.
Yeah, so
Okay, so what, Rip Waterloo, right? Like,
yes,
Basically,
Rip Water.
yeah.
is there a third place match? Like, do they play for like a third place, or is it like you guys just like split it? It's like third and fourth are the same thing.
Third and fourth are the
Third, fourth
same.
are the same.
Got it. Okay. Is it the same? You split the same prize pool then, I assume too.
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, so then the other team, besides Temple, will be Montreal, which has Semper and Jig, right? Like those are the two big names. And then
Yeah.
do we know who the other two players are?
I don't even know.
They're
Unforeseen.
like diamond players.
I don't
Like I don't think
matter.
they're anything like special, but they don't have to be because their core lineup is so
Right.
good.
They're human players with a Battle.net account. that owns Semper.
Right.
They're present. They are present for the match.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just talk about that. So, like, I mean, let's say you guys do take out Temple, and then you're up against Montreal. I mean, is it kind of the same plan? Like, hope you can beat Jig twice, and then just...
Yeah. Ace Jacks.
Dylan.
Ace Jacks is really good against Zerg. So
Yeah, I think I can trade games with Jig in general,
Mm.
but I don't think I stand a chance at all against Semper. And Dylan, if you want to explain how well you do against both of those players.
I think I'm like against the two of them combined. I'm probably like 0-20.
Oh, really? They never fall for it, or they just always
They don't. They
Oh,
don't.
they
lose
just-
to me.
Yeah.
The general
I know what they're
consensus here
doing.
is that HJax has the best record against both of them, and then I
I've
have the
beaten
next best
Semper.
record against both of them because it's not a losing record.
I've beaten Semper in HOTS, so
That,
Oh.
that
that
doesn't-
beats anything.
that doesn't count.
But I haven't played them, like, either one of them in Legacy.
I
But
was
I'm a believer.
I was
so-
in a very strongly winning position against Semper once.
Once.
And then
I
I
was in a
lost
very
anyway.
strongly winning position against Jig in CSL, and then I threw the game.
Rip.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know. Like, I would like to just see like a complete change up then. Like, they're expecting like the cannon rush, and then Dylan just fakes it and plays a macro game, and it just like screws them up. Like, what? Like, if
I mean,
ever-
I'm currently what is it like Diamond 1 on EU with macro?
with macro.
Yeah, so
Okay,
we
wait, I
currently
thought-
have a running challenge in our team, and we're not actually sure the result yet, which would be if Dylan played against
Oh,
Christian
yeah.
in a macro game.
No, I would stomp him. It wouldn't be close.
Fight me
Are you
right
sure?
now. I'm logging on the battle.
dude, IRL. Like, let's
Logging
cast.
on
Let's
Battle.net.
let's cast this right
Yeah.
now. Like, let's just see it.
This needs to happen.
Yeah.
You
Like,
want to? I'll do it on the stream.
yeah.
So-
We'll do it.
Some teams
Can't
or
tell
some
you're being
people
serious.
seem to have be under the illusion that Dylan is somehow a strong macro player, and in fact, I think Fear Dragon said that in one of his
Yeah.
casts, which kind of helped spread that illusion. But
that
in
that
alternate
alternate
like-
alternate fact.
Then again, Fear Dragon also says that HJax is a cheesy,
cheesy
Roadhouse
player.
yeah,
player, so-
Fear Dragon thinks I'm the cheesiest player around.
You're pretty cheesy.
To be fair, in all the in the matches that Fear Dragon casted, I've probably cheesed or all into a lot of them because they were just builds I prepared for certain players.
Like the Void Ray all I needed against Poke Bunny. That was I think that was Fear Dragon Tempo casting it, and Fear Dragon was like, "Here's that cheesy Protoss player H-Jax," and he's like, "I'm not, but I'm gonna be doing a Void Ray all in."
I learned the build the day before. I was on ladder. I've been macroing, but I was like, I'm not gonna win a macro game against Poke Bunny, so let's try to cheese him out.
What was the build?
It was a proxy Stargate.
Yep.
3-gate Void Ray all in. So you would proxy a Stargate, make an Oracle,
I know.
and then make
I know
Void
this
Rays
build.
and Adepts and Sentries off of one base and try to bust him and kill him.
So this is my build, except for here's where you went wrong. Instead of building Void Ray, you build Oracles, and then you have the Revelation for Widow Mines, or you can just snipe 10 Marines with 2 of them. And then and then here's the thing though, if they blind build a missile turret, great. You never go into the mineral line with your oracles. You're just killing units as they come out, and then you just keep warping into depths. It's dirty.
The problem is when they make one Viking and then
Well, I mean, okay, in my experience with it,
You kill the SCV making the starport all the time, obviously.
Exactly. No, and well, it depends on what they do, because if they do a 1-rack expand, they're fucked. I mean, that doesn't happen that often, I guess, that they would do that, but if they did, they're fucked. If they go double factory, they're fucked.
So Ajax actually did build an Oracle, but
Did you?
Miscontrolled it.
and
I didn't lose it. I flew it into his base and killed 4 or 5 Marines, right?
Yep.
And his Widow Mine hadn't come out yet. So I could have gone into his mineral line and killed some workers too and been in a great spot, and then I turned my Oracle off by mistake.
Rip.
Yeah.
Dude, that could have been the difference maker right there.
Yeah, because the game was actually there was a window where Dan thought if I had gone in at this particular point in time, I had a chance of breaking him.
Yeah,
so if I had done.
I really think if you hadn't targeted
Yeah,
that Viking, you could have killed the depot and won.
I thought the game was over as soon as you killed 5 Marines with your Oracle.
I
If you had brought in the probe that made the proxy in to build a pylon, and then floated that mothership core all the
I didn't
way
make a
over-
mothership core.
I know.
Yeah.
I usually skip it.
So
when I do
He's
that.
doing it wrong.
Yeah, the game was on Proxima, so you can hardwall on that map, so a Reaper can't get in.
Oh,
so I
right.
did a hardwall, so there was no way a Reaper could ever get into my base. But so I didn't.
He
have
doesn't make a
Reaper.
Reaper, so it didn't
Yeah,
even.
he made a Reaper. It found my proxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I was hoping he wouldn't because on one of his streams he actually said I shouldn't make a Reaper on this map because it never does anything. And I was like, please, Poke Bunny, don't build a
Don't
Reaper.
make a Reaper. Please don't make a Reaper.
Oh, you got Lancet?
And then he made a Reaper and scouted it and defended well, and I didn't play it particularly well.
I thought you were gonna take a shot.
Sorry, he's just bothering me. He's one of my friends' friends, and he isn't in town often, so he likes to drink. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anyone.
No, you're fine.
Good.
All right. Well, fair enough. So what we were talking about is we were talking about the general strategy for Montreal if we get past Temple.
Pray.
I
Right.
beat Jig twice. That's the plan. That's
Right.
the entire plan.
Beat him
Is
twice.
somehow I 2-0 Jig.
We're
And
actually
the
just gonna
thing is-
send Rookwood in.
I'm totally gonna beat Semper. It's gonna
Okay,
happen.
so here's the deal. Okay, so H-Jax and I have a bet, and essentially it is that when we're in. So H-Jax and I
This is the
have.
safest bet of my life, by the way.
This is the safest bet of his life, but
Safest
little does he
bet.
know that Rookwood is actually Super Saiyan. So, H-Jax and I are very good friends. At least I like to think that we are. I like to enjoy my Friday night, as a college student does, and that's just not, what H-Jax likes to do, which is totally fine. But he told me that if we do win CSL, that he will take a shot with me within 24 hours of winning CSL at Toronto of alcohol that is 60 proof. Like it's like a lawyered up thing.
safest bet of my life.
So
You have
so
a contract.
if we beat Temple, which when we beat Temple, we're gonna send me in for the 1v1, all of them that we can, because my passion will be overwhelming. I'll be like 2 Templar, right? Like 2 Templar can't kill an Ultralisk, but according to the Legacy of the Void cinematic,
One can,
totally wrong.
and he can also kill 60 Zerglings with one fucking
But that's essentially
Whoosh.
the Archon I'm gonna be, right? Like HJax went Super Saiyan like 3 in the video. I'm gonna go Super Saiyan God.
Super Saiyan, goddamn.
Which was one of the moves.
HX, didn't you also beat True, and then it stopped him from being lazy?
Yeah. So I actually got a shout out on the DreamHack Austin stream. Roddy was like, so I was talking to Penguin, and Penguin said that True was getting lazy, but then he played in a clan war and lost to an NA Protoss, and then he got his passion back. And I was like, that's me. It was great. It was so funny. I burst out laughing. All the rivals just went crazy. They were like, wait, that's HJax. He just got mentioned. Yeah, I beat True. True, like, I did an adept timing into a DT drop, which together isn't very standard, but adept timings are pretty standard, and DT drops are pretty standard. And when he didn't scout the Dark Shrine, so he thought it was just an adept timing. So the DT drop gets to his base. He has no spore crawlers. His lair just started. And I split the DTs into nice spores and kill his main and his natural.
Got it. So he was fucked from the game.
He just died. He just like imploded. Like the game ended. It was like a build order loss. He didn't scout the fact that I had Dark Shrine, and he died for it. But it was hilarious, and it was so funny because like, hey, I beat True, you know.
Was that like a Super Saiyan moment, or were you just like, oh man, like I wasn't even trying?
It's in the video.
That was one of the Super Saiyan 3 moments.
No. But like when during that actual game, were you like, okay, like I'm playing like godlike, or were you like,
I mean,
this could work.
He died to my opener. He died to the build. Like there wasn't a game. He just died before the game started. Like I built a prism and sent it at him, and the game ended. And I was like,
the Super Saiyan meme doesn't really come from him like playing super well. It comes from like these radical periods of improvement. Like if you look at his Aligulac page, or however you say that word, Aligula, like however you want to say it.
Aligulac. You had it right.
Aligulac, yeah.
That's illegal.
I always say it wrong. There's like 3 different points where he like radically improves and then plateaus, and so I just took 3 of those points, or I tried to take 3 of those points, and like just make those into like little memes. And
that's his like hyperbolic chamber. Like he's training,
it's his like hyperbolic chamber.
He's training. Exactly. He's training in those ones. And then he's like, I'm gonna fight Frieza, and then I'm gonna fight Cell, and then I'm gonna fight Majin Buu.
Oh god, I should have made like each of them into like Frieza and Majin Buu. And
time for the remake. time for the Redux version.
We'll save this for the next video when HJax is winning JSL.
JSL.
That's a big step.
When he's qualifying, dude. Like,
send me to the base trade house. Let's go,
dude.
HJax, you're 1 race change away from winning Kespa Cup. I'm sorry, from removing Kespa Cup from the StarCraft scene.
Hey, I don't need to change race. I'm the same race as Neeb. Clearly, I'm doing it right.
Just change to Terran, dude.
Yeah.
No, Neeb changed from Terran because he realized Protoss is the one
Protoss is the best.
Protoss is the only lovable race.
It's the only correct race. I mean, they
Disruptors just want hugs.
Exactly.
Protoss is the honorable race.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, Terran is the only race that earns 100% of its wins.
Terran is also the only race that, like, every game I lose, I played so much better than him. Why am I losing my games? Like, come on.
Must be map hacking, clearly.
Must be map hacking.
I mean, MVP versus Squirtle, GSL final, just 2 racks all in. Like,
that game makes me cringe. That game makes
after
me
like
cringe.
this epic game, you just like 2 racks them. It's like, come on.
And Squirtle dies.
Yeah.
It's like you look back at like that GSL game, like Squirtle, like not like the series, right? You look at like Squirtle versus MVP, like the game, where it's like 2 Archon toilets, like he drops probes on the island base and has to ferry them with a warp prism, like that game. You look at it and you're like, who are these Masters 3 players?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they always talk about
nowadays,
that. Like you take like a Diamond player now and like make them play like wings, like against like a Korean pro like of the time. And your money's on the Diamond.
I would embarrass Fruit Dealer in the first GSL. I'm pretty sure. If I had a time machine, like it would be close.
I would embarrass him.
Masters players, maybe. I'm not sold on the Diamond.
Yeah.
Player.
Yeah.
I'm looking back at those map pools, like
Master 3.
They weren't anything pretty, you know.
Watch us play at CSL. and then tell me that I could be a GSL champion, and then you're going to be like, Diamond might be a little.
in Wings of Liberty period, if we took your talent and everything you know now and transferred it to
What
them,
do I know now?
Diamond players don't know anything. They lose to worker rushes.
Okay, well.
Yeah, Dylan's Diamond. Diamond 1 is worker rushing on EU.
Not Diamond 1.
Oh, what is he?
Were you Diamond 1?
I was very high Diamond before they had the actual tiers, and then I went on like a massive losing streak. I'm like Diamond 3 with the actual tiers. But I could probably get at least Diamond 2.
Also, I was serious about that show match tonight. Like,
Oh my god.
I mean,
that should be a thing. Like, let's.
It really needs to happen.
Let's just do it. Like once we get
All
done
right,
here,
whatever.
like let's
I'll log in.
just do it.
well, again,
Dylan, you ready?
this show match has been a long time coming.
So-
It's time for me to put him in his place.
So get it ready. I don't have a delay going,
This is
so
gonna be close.
I don't know what we're gonna do for that. But
No, I'll shut off the stream. I trust Dylan.
Just,
I trust
no,
Dylan.
they won't
Leave-
cheat.
leave
They're
your-
on the same team.
yeah, leave your cameras on. What I'll do is I'll just like spread out our cameras. I'll put each one of our cameras in the top corner, and then me and HDex can cast.
Oh my gosh.
So perfect. Okay, so while we
Wait, why don't you just cast it while we're still on the Skype call? That's my question.
I am.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
I said
happening.
no. I said I'm
now.
gonna like all like move your cameras. Like I'll like so like all our cameras will still be visible, so you can like see you guys playing. But yeah, you guys have to turn off the stream because then it's not fair.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Question: Can I play Terran?
No, you have to play Macro Protoss.
Difficult.
You can play whatever you want, Pranav. The result will still be the same.
Oh, rip.
ZVZ
All right, let's see
1414.
here. I forget which scene I have on here. 1 second, guys.
DVZ 16 Drone Rush.
Is it scene 11? That's my rebroadcast. Where the fuck is this? Okay, here we go. All right, 1 second. Let me add these guys' cameras in. Except for Turkey Dan, because he doesn't have one. Doesn't deserve it.
Oh, are we doing this now?
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, let's do it.
we're doing it live. Fuck it, we'll do it
Fuck
live.
it, we'll do it live.
Exactly. All right, we'll put printf up there.
There's already the blasphemy claim in the chat, by the way, Dylan.
Yes, I know. I see it from Eon.
Sid, just so you know, I'm playing a show match now against one of my teammates.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long
It
time
has
coming.
been.
Pranav isn't talking too much smack for me to let him get away with it.
Too much smack for too long.
Too much smack for too long.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Small,
Yeah,
let's go
you're
small
the-
cameras.
Let's go down.
There we go. All right, and then I'll add in Rook. I launched StarCraft 2 here, so give me a second to launch it.
You're about to see the
Gotcha.
skill level of a 2010 GSL champion.
I'm really hyped then.
Yeah.
I would embarrass Fruit Dealer.
I would
Someone clip that. Like I would embarrass Fruit. I would
It's
embarrass
true
Fruit
though.
Dealer.
Like I bet that like, cause like back
Just-
then players' mechanics were just so much worse. You could
I
just
know.
like blink all on everyone, they would
no,
die.
you're right. You're right. But just how you said it, like it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
just not sure how cannon rushes weren't considered broken back then.
They were.
I mean, think about the amount of nerfs they've gotten, and they're still good.
I mean, like Idra would like see the cannon and then just quit. Like
Oh,
no,
yeah.
not
You would
even,
instantly
not even gonna try. Like I'm just done. Like fuck this game.
when you could wall like the bottom of the ramp.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, three pile of-
Right, I forgot about that one.
Let's,
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's not.
You've
talk
got the
about that.
unbuildable plates, you've got less pylon range, you've got no high ground power, you've got just like general buffs against it, like overcharge and ravagers.
Yeah.
I don't know why everybody didn't just freaking cannon rush back then.
It was also lower economy though. So
Because
it's kinda like,
everyone was
yeah.
ferrying in with prisms and then centering you out of your base. That was the go-to. It's like, oh, like they did that. Like you literally can do nothing.
We'll
Like,
still do that in PvP.
yeah, in PvP. All right.
which no one plays.
That's because no one plays Protoss.
Except for Neeb, apparently.
We're like 25% of GM ladder right here in the chat.
Rival?
On,
35% of us GM ladder at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think at one point, like last season, there was roughly 3 accounts in NA GM that were Protoss players, and like 3 of them were me. one of them was Printf, and like I think one of them was Dan. So we were like
Really?
a good percentage of NAGM's Protoss players.
I mean, 16.66666666 if anyone's counting.
Yeah, but also like there's a lot of players that have multiple accounts in GM. Like I know Husheng technically, or Husheng frequently is the right
He's got a
word.
lot of
Has
barcodes.
multiple
Yeah.
yeah accounts.
What was that? What was that Husheng meme that we had in our rival Discord?
I don't know any Husheng memes.
There was one funny one. It was
I don't know any Husheng memes.
what it was is it was basically like Husheng. The meme itself was someone just posted it in the chat, a snip like a little screenshot of Husheng saying, "As a high GM Protoss player." Like, that was the entire meme.
Husheng's
And that
pretty
was the
good.
meme.
No,
he's
he's very
He
good.
is solid.
He's not high GM anymore, but he once
Yeah.
was.
He used to be, yeah, with the point system.
All right, guys, give me
Back
one
when
second.
like Ruff was high GM.
I apparently had to update the BattleNet launcher.
No
Oh
problem.
yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Do you want to write your battle tag in the chat, and I can invite you to Print F and I's party?
Mine?
Yeah, in our Skype chat.
No, I'll tell you what it is. It's Toast 1245.7.
Okay. Toast 12:45:7.
You've done it now. You're gonna have thousands of adoring fans.
Somebody clip that. Hello, Reddit.
I already have it done.
Yeah.
People like beg to get into the clan, Dang Shrine clan. Like they're like, "Oh man, let me in." I'm like, "Nah, it's just me. It's just me and my alt. That's it." Which both named are Toast. So like,
All I can say.
my primary is Toast, and then my alt is Toast. It's just the same.
All I can say about this game is that it's going to be very one-sided.
Which side though?
I agree.
Which-
Dylan agrees.
But which side is it going to be one-sided towards?
You know, that's a great question. I guess you'll have to stay tuned for the next episode to find out.
Can we take bets?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. This guy screamed for 20 minutes. Holy
And then
shit.
did Kamehameha, and that's
Yeah.
in the whole episode.
No, what about when Goku charged the Spirit Bomb for like 4 episodes?
And like this is his entire position for like 4 episodes. He's
Right.
like, "People of Earth, lend me your energy."
Kills
When it's us versus Montreal, we're gonna be like, "United States, lend us your energy."
Send your energy. Oh my god, good memes. Holy shit, what the fuck, BlizzNet launcher? Should have
Was
just...
net launcher.
Yeah, the update took forever.
It's like for no reason, like it's not...
It's like done. Like it just didn't finish. I don't know.
Oh, it's because it's trying to fucking install Overwatch. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, you want me to update? No, I don't ever want that. Please stop. Hearthstone, maybe? No. Dear God. Alright, hang on here.
I've been playing a lot of Overwatch recently. I won't lie.
That's how he's.
Dude,
I've been
that's
preparing for CSL.
brilliant. No one would.
I've-
No one will ever suspect you to be good at playing McCree
These-
and be playing StarCraft. Like it makes sense.
These new maps are so
let's talk about maps.
Oh,
okay.
these
You
maps.
want to hear a diamond player talk about maps?
Well, no, I'm interested in it's stuttering because I'm downloading it. It'll fix
Yeah.
itself here in a minute.
So,
I know.
for me as
Go ahead.
for me as a Zerg player, like I like gas because like I like lurkers and like I like ravagers and stuff, and so
Like Banelings.
like
Mutas?
banelings are a great
I
unit.
thought all Diamond Zergs like Mutas.
Bane
I
Ram.
love this dude.
Zerglings.
So I actually don't make mutas that often. I make mutas like in ZBT, and that's about it. I played a Protoss player, of course.
That's
Like I'm in
why
like
you're not masters.
That's the only reason.
I played a Protoss player the other day who went Immortal Adept, like literally just Immortal Adept, and I was like,
That sounds
all right, like I'll just make Muta, and like you're dead now. And then like he like had his army in his base, and I just started killing things. And he walked his army over to my Muta, and I was like, that's not gonna do anything. And like I went to his other base, and he walked his army over to my. I was like, you're like at my MMR, dude. Like how? I feel
thought it was-
bad, man.
He's like, I don't know how to play versus mutas. This is
I
the one
have
thing that I
Depths
lose
World
to.
What
Everyone
unit?
whines about adepts. They have to be amazing against everything.
Oh, it's Zerg. I'll just make Adepts.
Hey,
All
Mutas
game.
are light units. They take bonus damage from Adepts.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Dude.
makes sense. Dude, what if... Okay, I said this. So what if, for a balance thing, right, the Adept Shade could ledge hop, but only the Shade.
If you could overcharge Adept
Sounds great.
Please.
No, I
happen.
think that'd be pretty cool, right? Like I think that would
Give it to me.
Or maybe if once the Adept is shaded, it can shoot up in shade form.
Give
And
it-
What if the Adept just plays like Leoric from Heroes of the Storm, and it can like have
Fall.
abilities while
Has
it's
like-
shaded?
It has like a ghost and just like follows around and has like permanent vision. Perfect. That
Honestly,
sounds totally.
I would be
balanced.
okay with that if you could get campaign units for Zerg. If Zerg had campaign units, I would be all over the Adept change.
Like Kerrigan.
Like no, like an Ultralisk that spawns another Ultralisk when it dies. Oh my god, that was so 3 Zerglings per egg. Oh, David.
Zerglings
Kim,
that build
please.
instantly from your egg.
Roaches that spawn mini roaches.
Oh, that was so broken. It's
Banelings that like fork.
Reaper
that's-
Zerglings.
Reapers are so good. The ones that jump off villages. Oh. Whew. I'm getting heat flashes just thinking about it. Honestly though, like anyone who's watching right now, be sure to check out CSL on May 12th through 14th. I think it is. I think the games are on the 13th. And we're going to be having some great games. It's going to be a really nice competition between.
I think our games are on 12th.
Yeah, we're on Friday.
Do we know who the casters are?
So, historically, for the online casted matches, it's Fear Dragon and Nerd Street Gamers Joe.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's going to be those two again, if they're also getting flown out, or if it'll be different casters. I have no idea.
So until we actually do find out who the casters is, who the casters are, I'm just gonna say that it's Tastosis, just to generate some hype.
Oh
So
my
Tastosis is gonna be flying in.
just for the hype.
This
I
is
would
what I've
kill to
heard.
be casted by Tastosis, I'll be honest.
Yeah, H-Jax just told me that it's gonna be cast Tastosis. So, Tastosis, just keep saying the word.
All right.
Wait, what about Toastasis? Are you gonna be casting
I won't.
Toastasis?
I'm kind of an HX and carrying me in this cast because I'm not a caster. I don't do a good job. All right, so I'm gonna
You think
launch.
I'm a
I'm gonna
caster?
launch StarCraft, and then you guys aren't gonna be able to hear me
Wait.
because for some reason, whenever I launch this, it mutes my microphone, and I have to go ahead and manually turn it back on.
Wait, if we cast, won't Pranef and Rookwood be able to hear us? Or are they going to mute their...
No, they're gonna.
Well, I'll mute Skype. I'll mute
Oh
Skype.
my gosh.
Alright.
We're using the honor system here, guys.
I mean, even if I did have sound on, I'm pretty sure that the result would still be the same.
So,
Same.
Yeah.
God
I
damn it.
believe, Rookwood.
Okay,
I believe.
So I'm gonna launch it. So yeah, you won't be able to hear. I'll be able to hear you, but you won't be able to hear me for like a minute or so. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here we go.
Does anyone know how to mute Skype sound?
Go into your
No
taskbar
idea.
and then.
Yeah.
Oh wow, doing it that manually way. Great.
Yeah, that's the easiest way because then you can leave all the other game sounds on.
Yeah. This is going to be a very interesting match, and by interesting I mean short. Okay, I
Computers,
found
how
it.
do they work?
I'm trying to not make a ton of noise right now, so I don't know how much of a useful caster I'll be.
Why can't you make noise?
Because people are, like, sleeping and doing things around me.
Just be loud as fuck. Just like get hype,
Yeah, man.
No,
Finals
that
are
is-
over.
please.
Fuck
That
everyone
is how
else.
I get in trouble.
Please.
I'm at home. I already
Dude.
went home.
Super.
Oh,
It's
wow.
it is Super Saiyan time to go.
Even
like,
more.
it's time for the Super Saiyan cast.
Start yelling. Hair touches on fire.
I might have to play without game sounds because I don't know how to do this.
You
Open volume mixer
Where's
in the bottom
mixer?
right.
What? What are you talking about?
So, in the bottom right of your taskbar, there's a little volume icon. If you right-click on it...
Oh,
open
you mean
mixer.
that? Yeah. Sorry, I'm on a different computer right now. Open volume mixer, Skype. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna turn this down. All right, it's at like 50
Oh.
right now.
I'll mute it when we get into the game.
Yeah, same. So, are you in the client?
Toast is in the client, and I can tell because his mic's
Yeah.
muted.
Yeah.
I can't
speaking.
hear Pranef. I'm gonna promote you to leader, Pranef.
Why? You're the one who has him on your.
Yeah, but it says offline for me.
Well, do you
Where's
think
the
it's
log?
gonna say online for me?
Oh, this doesn't say online for me. Like,
Invite
better
me to the
chance for
party.
you than me.
I didn't even add him.
Wait, Dan can
Okay,
cast.
fine. Promote me back.
Dan,
Oh,
you're
there he
the
is. He's online.
caster,
He's
okay?
online now.
What's happening?
I got him.
Pranef versus Rookwood. You're
for map
casting.
choice,
Oh, got
I will
it.
do anything that doesn't have a 1 gas third base or a 1 gas natural.
Plan
Oh
something from last
god, new
season.
map pool. Jesus.
Plan something from last season.
Can we
Let's
just
play
do
Yansu.
Abyssal?
Yansu.
No, Abyssal. Let's just do Abyssal.
Abyssal Reef, I can dig it.
Yeah, Abyssal's a pretty standard okay map. At least it's not like Blood Boil.
Yeah.
Blood Boil actually makes me sad.
Is that one of the new maps? I have not played this season.
I haven't either technically. I've watched games on the
I
maps.
did. I
I've
looked
played
at.
more
I looked
games
at the
than both
pool.
you
It
combined
looks
this season. How does that feel?
horrendous. It looks like I don't want to ever play a Zerg again.
And I'm
Oh,
back.
This
Oh.
season, they basically Blizzard is attempting to have TLO levels of creativity with the maps.
TLOtivity.
TLOtivity.
the C word.
Okay, going back into this. Hoping perfect. All right, Let Turkey Dan. Oh, he's too late. I guess I could say he could help us cast.
Wow.
You can cast.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Got this.
Well, he's not in the
Oh
game.
wait, I have to invite
Oh,
Turkey Dan to
did
the
you guys-
party.
I'm not in
He's
the game.
probably gonna want to watch.
Yo, I can.
All right, I'll
click
go.
join.
I'll go. Let's fucking do this.
Turkey, are you?
Triple
Dan, are
cast.
you online?
Got this. I'm online.
He's online.
Oh, you're in game. You're in game. All right.
All right, we should probably announce this. Print F playing macro versus. Like I think
I'm not
everyone's.
in the game, guys.
Versus some random noob I've never heard of.
I think
Oh my god, dude!
I think a lot of people
You're
are
gonna
gonna
do me
want
like
this.
that, Doug. I'm gonna come over to your dorm and make you eat those words.
I can literally lock my door.
I can literally. I can't do anything about that. I can literally do nothing about that. All right.
All right.
Let me,
So the rules of this is Print F must play a macro game. He cannot cannon rush. Straight macro.
Yeah.
And other than that, there are no rules.
Yeah, Rookwood can do whatever he wants. He can cheese. He can macro.
He could drone rush.
Yeah.
I won't cheese. I'll give the viewers what they want. I'll give them a straight up game.
Early, knock it off with that. We're not.
How do you know what they want?
Yeah, don't
What?
assume
What?
you
What?
know what we
That
want.
was me trying to hide the
Have
fact
you
that
done
I-
your
Okay.
market research on this?
Okay. mute your Skype,
Yeah.
and then
Alright.
and then GG ready up, and then we'll go.
Alright, Skype is muted.
can
You
someone
guys
say
can
something?
presumably hear me, but I cannot hear you.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm
hear
ready
you.
whenever.
Actually, I can't hear you. You can't hear me.
Alright, so I'm just gonna say.
And I don't even know what are the shortcuts for fucking for casting. I don't even remember.
Like production is
Oh,
Control
God.
D. To open the name panel, it's Control N.
Okay, yeah, Control N. Okay, got it.
Okay, so they can't hear us right now.
No,
All right, cool.
they've got it muted. So this is an impromptu show match between Print F and Rookwood. Print F is not going to be playing Cannon
Alright, so
Rush.
Printf can't hear me now, so I can start trash talking him, right?
Yep.
Oh my
Oh
god,
wow!
Printf
Oh
is
gosh, they can
big
talk.
back
And you can hear.
bitch boys.
He's so bad. Oh
Just kidding.
my god.
Are you gonna self-commentate?
Just let Rookwood go. It's fine.
Let him go. Oh my god, I hope he does talk to himself.
And no, I'm not gonna mute myself while I play this game. I'm sorry.
Don't give away the spawning positions, guys.
All right.
Oh god, my beer is in the way.
Alright, what do we want this on production?
I guess production and name panel.
Yep, got it.
So in before Printf accidentally builds a forge, because unlike most players, his muscle memory is to build a forge, not a gateway.
Okay, pylon's gone down.
Well, he placed his pylon in not the forge spot, so that's a good
Yeah,
start.
that's where I put my pylon on this map.
Yeah.
So we're in a good start.
Okay, let's look at this APM difference. I'm curious
Oh,
about
there-
it.
Printf is gonna have like 140 APM.
So you can let Printf know that I'm counting anything past like the 5-minute mark, like any builds like hit past the 5-minute mark to be a macro game.
He's gonna play real macro.
You can do what you want to do.
He can't hear us, but yeah. There's also
I'll
not
just
really a
go.
way for us to inform Printf.
Alright, so it looks like Rookwood went for what? Hash first?
Hatch first.
Oh, we have Mad Black.
And 14. Excellent.
Oh, Kenneth's already messed up his build. The unmessed
All right,
build.
so he's
like a show match dog. He's doing all right.
all right. So the pool just goes down. Prinef has the Nexus build. He's doing a one gate expand.
He just walled himself in.
That's a really weird.
Is that a
No,
full wall?
I think there's no. There's a space. There's a
Is
space.
there really
right
a
there?
space?
Yeah.
Between
I
the
can see it.
cyber and the pylon.
I'm 100% sure.
I
Yeah.
know, right? Yep, right there.
Wow, there is a space. That is not how I build this wall.
So it looks
Yeah,
like
that's not how you should build this wall.
so he's blocking. He's blocking. Prinef's blocking the third. All right. What's the strat here? What is Rookwood gonna do here?
I don't actually know what Rickwood's playstyle
So-
is in the ones.
From what I know, he likes his roaches.
Yeah, I would just do like a roach rabble one, I guess.
I feel like he wants to like genuinely just make roaches and hydras.
He hasn't scouted the base, so he's just gonna find out that it was a quick expand.
Yeah, he's probably just assuming that he's expanding.
Okay.
Let's see.
Since he can't
And-
cannon rush,
And
there's nothing else
Print
he
F
should
has
be scared of.
seen everything. All right, Twilight's going down.
Prenef's doing my build. This is great.
Still on one gate, not chronoing out the. He has two nexuses, but not chronoing out warp gate.
No. So
Personally, would have walled with the Twilight. I mean,
I put the Twilight where Prenef put the Twilight, but
Yeah.
right now you're supposed to be chronoing your adepts. Actually, you switch to chronoing warp gate after the Twilight finishes normally.
And this is a one gate build.
You add the gates on
it's gonna be 3.
Okay.
now. Yeah. Yeah, so he's doing a 7 adept timing build. Just a little bit late.
Okay,
but-
Ling speed's on the way here, just about to finish,
Rookwood's low on drones.
as well as Zerg Overlord speed. Okay, Speedling's done.
It's because he's building 2 spores at 330.
Yeah, like
So-
at 3:30.
Also,
he got-
got him in.
So he would have just, if he just made a ton of lings, that would have been GG.
Yeah, that would have actually ended the game.
Yeah.
Zerg, man.
Come on, let's see some. Yep, there you go. Surround that. Good job. Don't let it
Okay.
finish. Why no shade? Come on. Oh, got it.
This is
Elec-
actually not looking bad for Rickwood right
The
now.
electric kisses.
No, it's still bad because he's not really droning.
He has drones. He made some.
Well, yeah, now he's getting up there, but he was
Oh.
been behind. Like,
I would have liked to have seen a
Pretty bad.
follow up.
Prenef's warp gate is done, but he's building adepts off of regular gate. Oh, he fixed it. Okay. He was building adepts
Yeah.
off of regular gateways.
I think Rookwood's gonna take a shit ton of damage from
The
the
adepts.
adepts. Yeah.
Is he
Yeah,
still
the
droning?
roach warren.
Yeah, he-
The roach warren just went down, and the lair just is about to finish.
If he gets his roaches out, he'll be okay. But if Prenef was moving out right now, he would be like pretty screwed.
I think he's
Prenef
waiting.
is supposed to move
Is
out.
he's waiting for the
30
warp
seconds
prism,
ago.
isn't he?
No, you're supposed to move out with this
You're
build,
supposed
but
to move out with the 7 adepts, but he got delayed.
Here comes the
Yeah.
dank shrine.
7 adepts are supposed to move out at about 4:15 with this build, maybe a few seconds earlier. So he's super delayed.
But like even still, like, Rookwood is not
Yeah,
making drones.
he's getting the warp prism, so I think I was right. I think he's gonna go for like. Well, I think he's just going for like an adept harass. You guys right, but then he's gonna go for DT drop while they're harassing.
Yeah,
he's gonna
this
go-
is my PVZ build. This is the build I beat True with.
Yeah,
but,
this is the true build.
yeah. But because I've taught it to Prenef when he was like curious about macro builds.
Dude, come on, where's the muta switch here?
and he's still gonna do a lot of damage with the adepts.
Yep, here they come. Awkward shade, not getting a whole lot in. That queen's gonna go down. Oh no, it's not.
We'll get it.
I would have liked to have seen a transfuse there. Does have a couple
Oh,
roaches
God,
up though, but
this
he's
is
gonna
gonna
go
hurt.
into the main.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
he does have some lings up here to fight a little bit, and the queen, but they're not doing anything. Okay, he's pulling drones.
he's just losing every drone.
Yeah, he's pretty screwed. But now he has to rely on the fact that Dylan's actually not that great at macros. So
Wait, how can you see what units have been lost?
I'm just looking at the.
It tells me how many, but
Oh, how many drones
Yeah.
you want to see?
oh yeah, I just wanted to see what the total amount of drones
There's
are lost.
units
Control
lost.
are-
Oh,
That's resources.
yeah.
Oh, units killed, workers killed. Got it.
Oh, this hurts. Well, actually, I love seeing Protoss kill drones, but
26 to 5. 27.
Well, it's not
20.
looking fantastic,
No, it's not.
but it's not looking fantastic.
Finish that?
Yeah.
Well, it's not fantastic.
How many bases do you have? Like 5?
You can win.
Let's just go with like 5 roaches and see what happens. Oh yeah, he's got a third base for like absolutely sure.
Printf is just getting his third base saturated here.
It could be worse.
I don't even think he knows about the Dark Shrine yet.
I should have been
No.
counterattacking
Oh, yeah, he
with
does.
instead of playing
He
during
has-
that
he
whole
has seen it.
exchange because he has to micro adepts, but
Yeah.
whatever.
If this was Jig, I would still favor him at this point.
Oh, that's okay.
And again, I want to apologize about my casting
800
unobservant.
gas?
I don't do this ever. Dude, Mute Switch. Where is it? No Spire. Come on. You know what Adepts can't do? Shoot up.
So I keep hearing lots of keyboard noises from Rookwood,
Yeah.
and then I look in the production tab and it's literally empty.
He's injecting, man. Don't hate. Just got his
He's too busy
camera
typing.
locations.
I think he dies to this push.
Yeah. That's what's gonna happen.
He's like,
He
oh
had
my god.
6 Ravagers though. Those are good units. But 3 Archons are also decent.
Okay, the other Warpin and the Immortal.
This is when
Okay.
Dylan needs to dance his units.
Spine's going down. It's going to die, though. There's no way that's getting up in time. Oh. Doing a little Warp Prism Micro.
And now we know Dylan can play macro. Confirmed.
You can beat them.
Hey, this is not over just yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, the Warp Prism does go down.
What is the third base?
So does the units.
And Burrow's about to be done. And he doesn't have any obs over here.
If he ever tries to build the third base, it'll go down. Because
He
of no-
literally needs to click it with an Immortal, and it dies.
Here he goes. Oh,
Nope, still.
I mean, an Adept would do it too, honestly.
both of these players are very rich. There we go.
Hacker. And he GG's out. So
GG.
congrats to Printf, who just played a macro game.
Well, that was awful.
What,
We're
from
only,
your
like,
end? Dude, you played
40
pretty
seconds
bad.
late.
I mean, you
It was
won.
quite bad.
Yeah,
So-
I know. I was wondering, like, because I saw the Twilight Council and I was like, oh, it's going to be an HJax build.
It was
And then
an HX build.
Yeah, and then I didn't see a Dark
Very
Shrine.
late
And I was,
HX.
So my
No.
so my War Prism just didn't build. I don't know.
yeah, no, I was wondering because I saw an Immortal and like you didn't put any depths in my base, and I was like, okay. And then like I was looking for the Dark Shrine with my Overlord, which I got speed for apparently. I had 800 gas when you came to my base. I was like, Ravagers. So you came to my base, and I was just like, all right, like I guess I'll just make Ravagers. And then but like I saw like you had Immortals, and I was like, okay, like I can deal with Immortal Adept. I can do that. Like just Biles and like stall until I get some Hydras out, because I had a Hydralith then. I just didn't have any minerals. I was like, I can stall for like Hydras. I can do that. And then like I saw like 2 Archons, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be interesting. Like it's gonna be an interesting game.
So basically, from my perspective, I had bad hotkeys, so I let Lings in my base, and that put me on tilt. And then my Warp
Yep.
Prism didn't build, since I couldn't warp into ETs at his base. And then I didn't resaturate my gas after pulling from the Zerglings.
Did you
So I
have
just
a,
didn't have...
Where was your Dark Shrine?
My Dark Shrine was at my front. I built after your Overlord passed.
Oh damn! I was
You
base check?
you did get obs of it. Like I checked your vision, so you did see it. At
Oh,
one
did
point.
I just didn't click it because that was
Yeah.
when the Adepts hit. But Printf, like when I saw the Twilight Council on the low ground, I was like, all right, the only way Printf could ever know how to do this is if he talked to HJax about it, because like there's no way he's ever built a Twilight Council in his own base. So so I was just like, all right, so like
Yeah.
it's an HJax build, and so I blind built spores because I thought you were gonna do something HJax related.
I mean,
And,
to be fair, I
you
just
built
right-clicked
them
on the
so
spores before
Way
it died.
too early. Yeah.
If you had just gone for a Spire, you would have won.
Wait, oh shit, I'm
If
playing
you-
the Super Saiyan video. Well, like, I couldn't have gone for Aspire because I didn't have the money to. I lost, like,
He was
900
pretty dead
rounds.
when the Adepts walked in.
No, you should have.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have just ended up doing like a 2 base muta, like you would have won.
but I didn't do that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, but if you only would have.
Well, because like I don't know what HJax plays or what Pranav plays when he plays macro. I suppose he plays an HJax build.
Well,
but,
now you
like,
know.
no, like the whole time, like I'm sure like you could have seen this in chat, but like the whole time I was just like, yo, Pranav is gonna fucking eat me for breakfast, like. But no, it was a fun game. I got to practice my 1v1s. I think I've played 5 1v1s in the past 8 months.
Yeah. Your
But no,
sport
those-
timings were
I don't know.
slightly off.
No, like
So you built the spores at 3:30. The fastest DT drop build after 1 gate expand hits at about 5 minutes.
when I play with Dan, he has DTs at like 3:45. So like,
He's just being prepared.
yeah. No, I don't know how to play 1v1s. Like I knew I respect Pranav. It's just like I like talking trash.
No,
No,
it was
I played
a fun
really
game.
badly that game.
You did.
I think that's worse than I usually do, even.
When you let Lynx into my base, I was like, oh, I might have a chance. And then I saw like you had a Robo and like 3 Immortals. I was like, no, I don't have a chance.
No, that was
that
was fun.
Yeah, no, it was a fun game. What were you guys saying the whole time? Just like in Rookwood, the absolute diamond player here.
I was apologizing for being a very poor caster and observer, because I don't do either of those. And no, we were just basically just like we thought you had a chance for a little while there. Like you did take out
No,
the
you
War
didn't.
Prism. No, for real, you were.
Wait, the War Prism
actually-
finished and just died? I see.
No,
That
the
rally's
one you
fast.
brought with your army.
Yeah, the one you
when
brought.
the
to-
game was
that
over.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the game was already over.
Okay, so he
no,
didn't build.
But like I had a bajillion gas, and so I took drones off of gas, and then I never put them back on gas, and so I didn't have any gas to make roaches. And my plan was when you killed my hatchery was to like inject before the fight, and then make a round of lings and just send them to your base. And then I realized that you killed all my queens, and I was like, oh, wait a second, I might not be able to hold this. And then I didn't hold it, and I was like, all right, this is a fucking hacker, like. But I'm actually at a friend's house, so I don't want to keep using his setup because I think he's signaling to me for me to get off. But GG. I am really looking forward to Toronto. I think it's going to be a really great series. I don't know who's going to win between us and Temple. I think Temple is pretty much 100% sure they're going to beat us, and I think we see a logical solution to beating them. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think that everyone on this stream at least should go out and see the CSL games.
Yeah, I definitely everyone tune in again. When are they going to be?
May
Friday.
12th through May 14th.
Got it.
And our match specifically is going to be on May 13th.
12.
Well,
It's going to be on May 12th. Our
Not
match
13th.
specifically May 12th.
12.
Come and watch CSL on May 12th.
There you go. Well, guys, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. We had a fun time.
Yeah.
I hope to have you on after the championship if you for when you guys win the championship.
We'll
Yeah,
win.
yeah.
We got it.
So
First place.
believe in yourself. Self confidence, guys.
I believe in HJax. That's what I believe in.
Believe
I
in,
believe in HX.
believe in the Super
Wow.
Saiyan.
I have to carry? Gosh.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's all I got for you. Tune in to tomorrow for my next show. I'll be talking to. We're going to be talking about the Dust League Finals. So I'll have early on representing Sloth Esports. I'll have Lawrence representing Root Gaming, Ricky representing Dust, and then Sugar representing Psystorm. And then we're going to go
Sugar
over
the bit.
Sugar. And then we're going
No Caboose representing rival?
they're not in this round actually, unfortunately.
No, but we were in last round.
Yeah.
And he beat True.
It's like you were.
You were.
Not you are.
Hey,
Not
that
you
was
are.
where I beat True, okay?
They
I
were-
took a map off of Psystorm.
They'll always be next year and next time.
Yeah,
So
I mean, Rival did pretty well, so...
they did. I think they surprised everyone. So that was good.
Especially after Ricky, spent an entire Dank Shrine making jokes about how fast 1F Pro and Rival were gonna lose.
Dude, 1F, man.
Dude,
Can I get
1F,
some some 1Fs in the chat? Like, come on. Like that was
Can you press F in the chat to pay your respects to one?
Mio Makia is my hero, or however you say his name, Mio Micah. I don't
Hayao
know. He's my
Miyazaki.
hero.
What?
He's my hero. He
Yeah.
builds Hydras and he wins games. It's beautiful.
Dude, they played some really good games. I was pleasantly surprised. Like they almost won. Like it was super close. So
Yeah.
I was not disappointed.
But Bunny isn't on Dust anymore, so if
No.
they play again,
Just hush this time. Just hush. So
Yep.
it's still someone who's kind of scary. But anyway, so yeah, tune into the Dust League Final Show. That will be tomorrow. We'll get going at 8 p.m. CDT, so 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. So tune in for that. And yeah, thanks guys for coming on. Appreciate you. And we'll be cheering for you at the finals.
Stuff.
Stuff.